Tuesday night.
Welcome back, and we'll be previewing you now the Dictators versus
Noomp'SANITY.
So now the Dictators, we just talked about them about a second ago.
So we'll get back to them after. Let's jump into Noomp'SANITY. We were talking about Bobby Safdie.
Yeah, so what didn't we talk about Bobby Safdie already?
Well, we know he's going to come with the shirt on. I spoke to him right before the segment.
I heard his teammates all threaten not to show up if he comes without a shirt on again.
Okay, so he's going to be wearing his shirt. He claims that his shirt was dirty and he took it off in the car at a red light before, and that's why he wasn't wearing a shirt.
I heard he didn't wear a shirt to work that day.
I beg to differ that that's what happened, but whatever. But we spoke about in last segment, Noomp'SANITY got rained out, and this is going to actually be that makeup game. There was a schedule change. We mixed up the schedule to have other teams catch up in the schedule because people were backed up.
So this week we're going to have a few scheduling changing, or only one or two scheduling changes, and we're going to be hopefully caught up, weather permitting, on the schedule.
This is why the Dictators are playing a second night in a row, back to back. They all
and I think them playing back to back nights is going to help them tremendously.
Me too. People think tired legs.
Not tired legs. They're playing softball. What are you doing anyway?
It's the next night, exactly.
I feel like Dictators are going to come off a split. And they're going to come in, ready to go.
Agreed.
They're going to come in strong.
Their bats are going to be
fresh.
I mean fresh, consistent. They had just 3 at 4 at bats, or 6 at bats.
You're looking for the words in stride. They're going to come in
stride.
And let's just talk about the pitching right now. We talked about this, I think, the same matchup last week.
Yeah, we did. It was Mikey
against Maurice. Well, this time, again, I flip a coin with the pitching, but I think you give it towards the lineup of the Dictators because they'll be hitting the night before, and they'll be fresh off hitting Leo Casson.
Don't forget, of course, about Ali and Michael. That 3-4 punch is a strong punch with Moni Abadi. Carlos, Maurice has his work cut out for him, and I believe we mentioned it last time. We said it was going to be a slugfest. I don't change my thoughts. I still think it's going to be a high-scoring affair in both games.
I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a combined 30 runs in both games combined.
Okay, so let's start on time. It's going to be one of those.
Yeah, everyone's got to be there early.
I mean, you never know. Mikey and Maurice, maybe they're going to come out and...
No, but again, we're having a team in the swing of things against a team with crazy hitting as well.
Right.
And no matter how you slice it, if it's anything under 20 runs between the both games, I'll be shocked.
Okay.
So, again, I see...
Home field, usually in games like this, means a lot.
Okay, you're right. And game 1, I see the Dictators coming fresh off of their winning ways and their hitting ways. I think they're going to win game 1.
Okay.
I think the Dictators are going to come in strong, and I think they're going to be a little bit too high on themselves going into game 2, and Mikey's going to do what Mikey actually does well. He handles adversity very well. He handles very tough situations, and he's going to not hold them down, because like I said before, they're going to hit, but he's going to hold them down enough to let his team win. So again, I'm calling another split on this night.
Okay, it's hard to hold down Maurice. I feel bad for Maurice to try to really subdue or keep down Ali, Michael, Moni, Carlos, and now that Bobby looks like he's coming into stride, it's going to be a strong lineup. The back end of that lineup is a part of the lineup he's going to have to close out. If Maurice is not going to get Isaac Sater, Carl Zaccaria, of the Anteby boy, David Anteby, if he's not going to get them to go offers, he's in big trouble. Because if you get Moni and Ali and Michael with men on base to the plate, it's going to be a destructive night. I could actually see Noomp'SANITY getting a sweep. I see a sweep.
That's a very strong call.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Again, I do think the hitting is going to be good for the Dictators because they played the night before. But Noomp'SANITY, their field is getting better. I watched them in the field those first 3 times. They're getting better. Their defense is getting more to fundamentals. They're doing it well. Having Ali in the outfield and David Beta with Bobby strong out there. Carlos is doing a great job at short. Moni's great at third. Michael's great at first. So Mikey's going to keep the ball play. As long as Mikey limits those walks, I think they're going to get a sweep.
So I'm calling a split. You're calling a sweep by Noomp'SANITY, which would put them at what?
That would make them at 500, 4-4.
So, but if that actually happens, and all of a sudden, and they get swept, there would be, I called them to get split the night before.
I said a split as well.
There would be 3 and
6. 6.
That would put the Nate team right in it.
That makes sense.
3 and 6.
3 and 5.
Whatever it is.
2
Well, if
and
they split,
4.
they're 2 and 4, 3 and 5,
3
3 and 7.
3 and 7. That's
Wow,
what
that would put the Nate team right back into it.
Okay, and 3 and 7, still not knocking you out of any playoff situation.
Because we have
Crazy
top
stuff.
heavy and low heavy. We don't
That's
have any
right.
middle. We have a few 500 teams as well. Short season, so every game counts. So
That's right.
I'm calling a split. You're calling a sweep.
Okay, let's see what happens. See you later.